Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. FTX collapse? What the hell? Make sure to watch the full video. What went wrong with the crypto exchange that caused the collapse of FTX? On November 11, 2022, cryptocurrency exchange FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection following a quick fall from glory. Sam Bankman-Fried, the company's founder and CEO, saw his $16 billion net worth drop to almost nothing as the company's value plummeted from $32 billion to bankruptcy in a couple of days. 12. The unstable cryptocurrency market was shaken by FTX's collapse, losing billions of dollars in value and falling below $1 trillion. 3. The fallout from FTX's abrupt decline and collapse will probably affect cryptocurrencies for a very long time to come, and it may even bring down more general markets. On November 16, 2022, a class action lawsuit was submitted to a federal court in Florida, alleging that Sam Bankman-Fried had developed a fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme intended to defraud unsophisticated investors from all over the nation. Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, Shohei Ohtani, Naomi Osaka, Larry David, and Kevin O'Leary are among the other famous people mentioned in the lawsuit as people who allegedly assisted Bankman-Fried in carrying out the scheme. 4. The FTX collapse will be the subject of a hearing in December 2022, according to the U.S. House Financial Services Committee. 5. What went wrong with FTX is discussed below. Points to NOT. As a result of a CoinDesk report highlighting potential leverage and solvency issues involving trading firm Alameda Research, cryptocurrency exchange FTX collapsed at the beginning of November 2022. FTX was in need of bailout money due to a liquidity crisis, and rival exchange Binance briefly considered purchasing some of the company, but quickly decided against it. By November 11, 2022, FTX had fired its CEO and declared bankruptcy. In the hours that followed, there may have been a hack on FTX, during which hundreds of millions of tokens were taken. When Bankman-Fried founded FTX at the age of just 28, it was one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in just 3 years and had a $32 billion valuation. In addition to purchasing the naming rights to the Miami Heat basketball team's arena, Bankman-Fried used aggressive marketing tactics, including a Super Bowl ad campaign. He rose to prominence for his contributions to and lobbying for political causes, as well as his work to advance the cryptocurrency market in general. Early in 2022, as prices plummeted, he facilitated transactions worth about $1 billion to support struggling cryptocurrency companies. 67. How did FTX fare? In November 2022, FTX's collapse happened over a 10-day period. The crisis started after CoinDesk broke the story on November 2 that Bankman-Fried's quant trading company, Alameda Research, had a $5 billion position in FTT, the FTX native token. According to the report, Alameda's investment foundation was FTT, a token created by its sister company, rather than fiat money or another type of cryptocurrency. 8. The undisclosed leverage and solvency of Bankman-Fried's companies raised concerns throughout the cryptocurrency sector as a result. 9. Binance claims to sell FTT tokens. On November 6, Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, announced that it would sell all of its holdings of FTT tokens, or roughly 23 million tokens, worth $529 million. Following the collapse of the Terra Luna cryptocurrency token earlier in 2022, Binance CEO Changpeng CZ Zhao stated that the decision to liquidate the exchange's FTT position was based on risk management, Binance deal, and the 10/11 FTX liquidity crisis. The following day, there was a liquidity crisis at FTX. Customers demanded withdrawals totaling $6 billion in the days immediately following the CoinDesk report, despite Bankman-Fried's best efforts to reassure FTX investors that its assets were stable. Prior to using Binance, Bankman-Fried looked for more funding from venture capitalists. In just 2 days, FTT's value dropped by 80%, 123. On November 8, Binance revealed that it had reached a non-binding agreement to acquire FTX's non-US business for an undisclosed sum, effectively helping its close rival out. 13. Deal to save FTX from Binance is canceled. A day after making the rescue promise, Binance withdrew from the agreement. After corporate due diligence revealed concerns about, among other things, the improper handling of customer funds, the exchange announced on November 9 that it would cancel the FTX deal. 14. Freezing of FTX assets and other consequences. Following reports that Bankman-Fried was seeking up to $8 billion in capital to save the exchange, the Bahamas securities regulator froze the assets of FTX Digital Markets, FTX's Bahamian subsidiary, on November 10. 15. The California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation revealed that it had opened an inquiry into FTX the same day. 16. The same day, Bankman-Fried expressed regret for the liquidity crisis and acknowledged on Twitter that FTX's non-US exchange lacked sufficient funds to satisfy customer demand. According to Bankman-Fried, FTX's miscalculation of leverage and liquidity was due to poor internal labeling. He stated in the same thread that Alameda would stop trading. 17. FTX files for bankruptcy as CEO Bankman-Fried resigns. John J. Reilly, who had previously guided energy trading company Enron through bankruptcy proceedings, took over as CEO of FTX after Bankman-Fried resigned as CEO on November 11. 18. The same day, FTX revealed that it had also involved about 130 other affiliated companies in the bankruptcy filing under Chapter 11. FTX had assets between $10 billion and $50 billion, according to the bankruptcy filings, and liabilities between $10 billion and $50 billion. 19. Transactions on FTX that are unauthorized. After declaring bankruptcy, FTX immediately claimed it had been the target of unauthorized transactions and that it would move its digital assets to cold storage for security reasons. 20. The estimated theft from FTX in the alleged hack, according to analysts from outside sources, was $477 million. 21. Takeover of FTX digital assets by the Bahamas. On November 18, the Securities Commission of the Bahamas, SCB, assumed management of the cryptocurrency assets held by the insolvent exchange FTX. According to the SCB, in order to protect creditors, it gave Bankman-Fried the order to transfer cryptocurrency assets to the regulator's wallet. Future of FTX and collapse-related impacts. FTX's viability as a cryptocurrency exchange is seriously in jeopardy. Withdrawals have been disabled as of mid-November 2022, and the company strongly advises against depositing, according to a notice on the FTX website. 22. It will take time for the wider ramifications of the FTX debacle to become clear for the cryptocurrency market. Investors who are already worried due to worries about stability and security may become even more worried as a result of FTX, the biggest collapse in the brief history of cryptocurrencies. The failure of customers on the FTX platform to recover their assets could result in legal action. The demise of FTX may be seen by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and other regulators as justification for tightening regulatory oversight of cryptocurrencies, and Congress may be more inclined to intervene and enact new laws regulating digital tokens and exchanges. 23. The shocking demise of the third-largest exchange in terms of volume will have a long-lasting impact on the cryptocurrency world. BlockFi, a cryptocurrency lender, halted client withdrawals on November 11, 2022, and there are rumblings that the company may be in trouble. From November 12 to 11, 2022, more withdrawals were made on Crypto.com. The withdrawals of customers from Genesis Global Capital's crypto lending division have been suspended, and the collateral damage is probably just getting started. Why did FTX fail? Following a spike in customer withdrawals earlier in the month, FTX declared bankruptcy on November 11, 2022. The company did not have enough assets on hand to meet customer demand, CEO Sam Bankman-Fried acknowledged. Did FTX suffer a hack? FTX was compromised just hours after declaring bankruptcy. The exchange made note of unauthorized transactions discovered by Elliptic that may have stolen assets worth close to $500 million. Using what analysts called on-chain spoofing, the hacker carried on draining wallets for several days. The hacker reportedly put those funds into Ether after that, ETH. 24. What will become of FTX? FTX assets have been frozen by the Bahamas securities regulator as of mid-November 2022, and the company is strongly advising against customer deposits. There are still active regulatory investigations. In addition, civil lawsuits are being brought. Tom Brady, Larry David, Naomi Osaka, Shaquille O'Neal, and Steph Curry are among the famous people who have endorsed FTX in the past. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, is also named in one such class action lawsuit. Final verdict. The collapse of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX in November 2022 took place over roughly 10 days. After a report raised potential leverage and solvency issues, the exchange experienced a liquidity crisis and attempted to negotiate a bailout with competitor Binance, but those talks quickly broke down. Within days, FTX filed for bankruptcy, had its assets frozen, and its CEO resigned. It is challenging to predict the long-term effects for the development of FTX and the larger cryptocurrency market. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.